What's up, everyone? I hope you guys are having a good day today. We're here for the Whelen Modified Tour of Martinsville Speedway. Should be a good race here. We already have 3 people in the live stream. I really appreciate you guys. Welcome in. We just got done for the NASCAR Rally Auto Parts Series there. Justin Allgaier won. Second was Corey Day. Third, Sammy Smith. Fourth was Sheldon Creed. Then fifth, Lee Pulliam. Austin Hill finished sixth in that race. Seventh was Dean Thompson. Russia Stain finished eighth in that race. Ninth was Ryan Sieg. 10th, Brent Cruz. Parker Russell finished 11th. 12th, Jesse Love. Taylor Gray was 13th in that race. 14th was Brendan Poole. Anthony Alfredo, 15th. 16th, Patrick Sturlopey. 17th, Blaine Perkins. 18th was Brendan Jones. 19th, Myatt Snyder. Williams Welch finished 20th in that one. 21st was Brad Perez. LeVar Scott, 22nd, 23rd. Sam Mayer, 24th. Joey Gase. Roger Grove, 25th. Harrison Burton finished 26th. 27th was Garrett Smithway. 28th, Carson Clawful. Austin Green finished 29th. 30th was Jeff Burton. Andrew Peterson, 31st. 32nd, Josh Williams. Nicholas Sanchez, 33rd. 34th, Kyle Sieg. Josh Balicki, 35th rather. Ryan Ellis finished 36th in that race. 37th was Jeremy Clements, and then Luke Baldwin 38th to round up the field. We had a lot of cautions in the overall Auto Parts Series. We had 14 cautions. A lot of cautions there. Hopefully this race we don't have too many cautions though. We'll see what happens though, I guess. Let me know your picks in the chat. Race starts at 7:15 Eastern Standard Time. Let me know your picks in the chat. Who do you have winning the race? Hopefully you all are having a good day today. If you're new here, make sure to smash the like button, comment, subscribe. We have a few minutes until the race starts. Hopefully you guys enjoy the action today. Should be some good racing here. Probably be some beating and banging on some Nerf bars. Should be some good action though. I'm looking forward to it. Get your name on that leaderboard, guys. Let me know your picks to win the race in the chat as well. As you guys can have a dark horse as well for the race. Let's see, anything else we can talk about before the race starts here? Porsche Sprint Challenge. Let's talk about that real quick. See what's going on with the Porsche 2026 Porsche Sprint Challenge and Mustang Cup at Barber. That seems pretty cool. Let's go check out that real quick, and I'll give you guys what's going on there before the race starts. Commercial break right now. think that might have ended actually. It says live still though. Might just be under a commercial break for that sport sprint challenge and Mustang Cup. Oh, yep, that event ended. All right, let's find something else we can think about. Again, the NASCAR Whelen Modified Tour at Martinsville starts at 7:15. Trying to find something to entertain you guys with real quick that I can talk about. Arca East at Hickory. Let's talk about that real quick. See what's going on with at East Hickory. Looks like they're in a commercial break. Hickory Motor Speedway to Hickory, North Carolina. Looks like they are just about to get ready for that race. That to be. It's the Cookout 200 for that race. Looks like they're having a national anthem for the race right now, but it's muted. Oh look, that's funny. I see MBM. That's who my buddy Mike used to work for ARCA. He works for Tricon Garage now for the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series, though. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. I think I just saw 7 people again here. Really appreciate you all tuning in. Race starts at 7:15. Hopefully, you all are having a good day. Right now, I'm just watching ARCA Monarch Series East Coast for the Cookout 200. I'm gonna watch a little bit of this before. Well, looks like they actually just got done with national anthem there. The race hasn't even started at the Cookout 200 Hickory Motor Speedway. It's in North Carolina though. I see that MBM and it's on the front row with that 66, and it looks like the 85 right behind the 66 on the second row. I remember MBM Motorsports. My buddy Michael McMorosky used to work for MBM at their garage. He actually still lives over there in North Carolina, but now he works for Tricon Garage for the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series. But yeah, guys, let's get hype in the chat, guys, for this NASCAR Whelen Modified Tour race today at Martinsville Speedway. Let me know your picks in the chat. Who do you have winning the race? Yeah, shout out to Paulie Hartwick and his team making their debut. Jake Baldwin as well. Shout out to all the people I know from the NASCAR World Modified Tour. Partly Hartwig making his debut today in the NASCAR World Modified Tour, as well as Jake Baldwin, or Paulie Hartwick and Jake Baldwin making a debut today. Looks so late models at Brownstown is what I'm watching right now. Looks like there's 19 laps to go. Who is first? Second is Orbro. I think that's how you sound out. Then Hoffman is third, fourth, Ellison, fifth right now is Camp. Sixth car, seventh is Cross, eighth is Wood, ninth car, tenth S Coy. Here we go, green package back up in the air. Throwing sliders right now. Sturbo in the outside, gonna make up some positions. Oh, up over the cushion goes the 23 of Sturbo before he gets it back underneath him. Maybe what the field needed there to get around him. He's gonna get back to the jump back to the 11th position. JT Hoffman almost a 4 seconds behind. Just on side of the top five, that's Ellison. 17 laps to go. They're winding down here. Looks like Hoffman with trouble. Rough exit into number two. He's gonna lose some ground. Good race. Back in fourth, fifth, and sixth. Skylar Crowley. 4 laps scored. 16 to go. T. Huffman, second and a half behind. Into number two. In the Cody in the fourth position. No choice. Man, looks just like some good racing here. Looks like a nice track too, Brownstown. Never heard of it, but looks like a nice track. You've got a caution on the racetrack. Let's take the 30 of Lynn's defending championship. Champion. Go double file here. 5 laps scored, 15 to go. JT Huffman will be second, or Bill is first right now. .36C, Preston Kerr in third. In the podium position will be opposite of breakthrough right behind him. The Maverick. So Crowley rounded out the top five. All right, guys. Yeah, it should have just started. Actually, hold on. Let me switch over there. Give me 1 second. They aren't racing yet, though. Okay. Give me 1 second. Thank you for tuning in, CJ Vanzis 1877. Appreciate you being here. If you're new here, make sure to smash that like button, comment, subscribe. We have 5 people here. We're trying to get 5 likes on a stream. My goal is 10 likes on a stream. Let's try to get to 5 likes on a stream first, though, if we can. They aren't live yet for the race. Doesn't like they're on coverage yet. So probably be a few more minutes here before they go live on full racing. Then I'll give you guys a race talk on the race. This is probably the best you're gonna get if you don't have flow racing, because I'm actually watching the race and giving you guys a race talk on it. So hopefully you guys enjoy. If you don't mind smashing that like button and subscribing, I would really appreciate it. Helps the channel out. But no, the race has not started yet. Probably be starting in a few minutes here, though. Was supposed to start at 7:15. They might have pushed the time back just a little bit, though, because they just had the NASCAR Raleigh Auto Parts Series, and they still have to get all those cars out of there in their hallways and everything. Let me know your picks in the chat, guys. If you haven't already, like I said before, if you're new here, make sure to like button, comment, subscribe on the road to 3,000 subscribers. Check out some of our other content as well. Get your name on that leaderboard. Let me know your dark horse and your pick to win the chat today, or win the race today. Man, there's a lot of racing going on right now. We have the PDRA Carolina Nationals going on right now. Spring Nationals at Thunder Hill right now is going on. Lucille late models at Brownstown Speedway. Arca East at Hickory. Right now, the Cars Tour at Wake County. Then we have the NASCAR Whelen Modified Tour, Martinsville, Flow Racing 24/7, PBR Ride Pass, which is bows, riding bows, and horses as well. Sometimes they do horses and we also have the Cars Tour West at Las Vegas today, 8:45 p.m. NARC 410 Sprints at Thunderbolt Racing. That's at 8:20. 9 o'clock today, we have the KKM Challenge Series at Plaza Park Raceway. So a lot of racing going on today, guys. Should be some good racing coming up here, though, at Martinsville. When it starts, I'll let you guys know who's starting where, what row they're starting in, and what car they're in. Oh, looks like they're live on Flow Racing now. All right, here we go. Couple of cars at the front of the grid to the Virginia Racing Lovers 200. Opened in 1947. Length is 0.526. Surface is hybrid banking 12 degrees turns. There's 12-degree banking here, not a lot of banking, but there's a little bit of banking to put the cars around sure kind of for the monkey rent to be for these teams for the modified. Well, people believe that the new tires gonna play into the race today. That's nature. It's gonna be fun to watch and see if we get long green flag runs. See how the strategy comes along back in October. What a lot of cars running out of fuel here last October. I'm gonna put the right radio on for you guys. Give me one second. Race 2 of the NASCAR Wheel Modified Tour season. Give me one second. Trying to get the radio on for you guys so you can hear what's going on. They're on a commercial break right now. One second, guys. I'm gonna get the MRN radio on for you guys so you guys can hear what's up with the race. Yeah, they haven't started anything yet. Fuel continue to idle on pit lane. It's a moment. They'll be rowing. Better late than never for the NASCAR Wheel Modified Tour. Been a while since they've been acting 45 days to be exact for the stadium opener. Patrick Emling is starting first. Danny Bone to his outside, starting second. Danny Bone looking forward to the race today in the 25, followed by Mike Smith. Virginia Racing for Lovers 200 miles for speed race length is 200 laps today. Tire will make 4 tires available in race, 2 tire changes. per caution with some recent winners. We've had Justin Bonsinger in 2025 and 2024, Ryan Preece in 2023, and then Corey LaJoy we've had it in 2022. And Brian Singer going in for 3 in a row here at Martinsville Speedway. Ryan Preece, Corey LaJoy, also the recent winner here at Martinsville. They're getting for the field now. Starting lineup. Patrick Emmeling will start first. Second will be Denny Bowe. Then Jonathan McKennedy will start on the outside of 2. Luke Baldwin to his. Then Craig Lutz under the inside of row number 3. Then Eric Goodale to his outside row, starting 7. He never won at this racetrack. That's Ron Stilk, row 4. Then Andrew Mower will start to his outside. Teddy Hodgen. And on row 5, then Justin Bonsinger, Dolly Hartwig to his inside of row number 6. Other back, Andy Sess, Ryan Lewis, Matt Hirschman on row 8. Timmy Solomino, row 9, Taylor Brinkema and Trevor Catalano. Row 10, Andrew Krause and Kyle Bonsinger. Tommy Catalano will start to row 11 and with Austin Beers to his outside. Row 12 will be Jimmy Zacharias and Michael Christopher Jr. to his outside. Hey, what's up, Connor Burke, K9S? Welcome in. We have a lot of new people here. If you're just tuning in, make sure to smash the like button, comment, subscribe. We do race talks every week on this channel. We do the NASCAR Rally Auto Parts Series, NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series on this channel, and we also do the NASCAR Cup Series, as well as the Chili Bowl and Toast Shootout. We might be doing other races as well. A lot of big names out in the deep tonight. Austin Beers will start this one in the 22nd position. He was frustrated, but maybe they'll motivate him today. They begin to come to the feet here in the grandstand at the front stretch. Here in front of the doubleheader, his cars out. They're getting ready for a green flag here. He's stuck on the pit lane. Off to turn number 4. Patrick Emmeling, Denny Bone bring the field down to green. White or green flag is out. Bone top side, Emmeling to the bottom. Everyone racing to number 2. They're going to pan out for Patrick Emmeling off of number 4. Another side by side racing now, including Luke Baldwin on the outside with Sean McKennedy for the 4th spot. Everyone getting strung out now. They started the race. Oh, Baldwin and Jake Baldwin getting to each other. Ron Silk and Goodo stack up behind them, but we don't have a crossing. We keep going here. Number 51 car, Justin Bonsinger did not qualify as well as he hoped in the back of the 10th spot. He knows how to wheel this machine back in this Martinsville. Everyone single filed out now. Bonsinger in 3rd, right behind Goodale in the 3rd spot. Patrick Emmeling beginning to pull away just a little bit at the front of the field. The 58 of Eric Goodale. Definitely not a great scenario. the right side locked up on that machine. He missed all of second practice, but good qualifying section for him to rank him along with them as in the 13th position, just behind them. Andy Such, Timmy Selman are in the mix as well. Brian Newen in the race as well, in the thick of it. Along with Kyle Fontinger in the 66, he has a new guy consulting him for him today. That's just a link. He's been really strong, setting them up for people in Southern Modified Racing. Carl Buckington to the inside of Ryan Newman in the zero. Brand new team here in the NASCAR Well Modified Tour. His car looks nice, actually. Good qualifying for him yesterday. Also, the owner of Whelen Speedway and boatload of different types of cars across not only in America but in Kansas as well. Newman was excited to run some Martinsville. A lot of work went into Martinsville, which sitting in the shop for a while. Opposite in Carolina. He was in South Carolina in the Smart Series, running among the top 10. We watched Matt Hirschman in a battle for the position. That's Tony Hartwick for fourth, just in front of him. In the NASCAR Milk 5 debut, he was not old enough 49 days ago. He turned 15 on February 20th. So now probably Hartwick the third going after the Rookie of the Year honors. He's really good, honestly, Polly Hartwick. Shout out to Polly Hartwick on getting the debut today. Covering the self-import time modified win, the number 73 car. One of the best in the business right behind him. That's Matt Hirschman. That battle mid-pack to turn number 10. Tyler Rickman in the 3 car. That completed the spec. Also, relatively newcomer, Homer Stafford, AK SK modified winner in Connecticut. Full time for the remainder of the season that we watched racing machines. Been on the modified racing a while. 6 prior starts here on Whelen Modified Tour. Not since 2021. 16th in Stafford, among the top 10 right now. Still early in the race right now. Battle for 10th on back. Pitcher Emling has done all the laps so far. He continues to lead by 1.5 seconds over Denny Bone in second. Baldwin in third. Battle continues for 10th. Matt Hirschman getting the bumper to him a little bit. Right now they're figuring out the new American tire as far as Hartwig. The tour time modified race. Misha Murno. Everyone else is going to go out here. Probably have some opportunity for this one. Turn 15 on February 21st. Here comes Brian Newman in the 0 car. Fending off Kyle Bonslinger there. Newman made a pass on the 27, 24 right behind them. Along with Catalano in the 5th position. Everyone is kind of trying to get their laps under their belt. We're nearing the fuel window. Everyone said they needed to get 21 laps to go to get the caution to come out. The fuel caution, they can make it the rest of the way in the fuel window. We're about 1 lap shy of that right now. If you have a caution early here, you're going to see a lot of people on pit road. fresh off a top 10 modified effort. Yeah, the new car Ryan Newman is driving does look nice. I'm gonna plug in my headphones real quick, just so you guys can hear me better, probably with the microphone. Austin, here's take a look at something Silka never won at Martinsville in 9 tries. That's actually surprising because Ron Silk is actually really good. This team is really strong though. Highway losing a few spots. Here comes Tyler Rankin to the inside of the 73. Taylor Simulano gets to the inside off of turn number 2 in the number 66 car. So Hartwig will fall back to the number 15 position. It's basically Chalmino and Sice's Sutherland behind him as well. For the epitome of what modified racing has done now. 24 diving to the inside now of the 22. 22 is going to round it back to the outside though, try to get back around the 24 now. He's going to lose the position to the almost lose the position now to the 54. 0 picking underneath the 56. Zero is gonna pick up that position. So further, Quinn and Green cuddle in to the inside of Bonsinger for the spot. The back top at the top 20. Cuddle, Cubby Cuddle and Bonsinger settled up for the outside lane. Awesome Beers had not made a whole lot of headway. Car number 64. Awesome, the defending champion. He's having a rough time getting through traffic right now. Martinsville is the toughest place to pass. You gotta get to the inside. You get a run off with the cover. What Kyle Buster trying to do. Top 10 streak. 31 consecutive races. That Eric has been good for so many years. Going to continue the top 10 streak. He had not finished in the top 10 back in 2024. That's why it was championship. Trying to get back to the consistent board tonight for Austin. 21st right now. 170 laps to go when they get to the start finish line. Here comes the 31 to the inside of Austin Beers, Michael Christopher Jr. He has finished within the top 10 in the last 31 races. It's the longest active streak in Pesco and Mandatory history. Second longest streak, Mike Stinghill, 24 top 10s, August 24th, 1987, August 4th, 1935, or 1995 rather. He's absorbing everything. That's why he's so good behind the 64 car. Really doing a good job making sure the car is really good for Austin Beer. Austin just hanging on to the top 22. Ermeling is still leading right now. Second is Bond. Third, Baldwin. Fourth is Goodale. Fifth, Tron Bonsinger. Sixth right now is McKennedy. Seventh is Silk right now. Eighth is Copsick. Ninth, Hodgson. Then 10th is Mower. 11th is Hirschman. 12th is Ricky Ma. 13th is Solomito. Runner up the past few years. You'd like to see him 4 times in 2026. Since to see him get the opportunity of his career. victory. Let's run for a championship. Good team matchup, Rich. Behind that car. Oh, we got a caution where Silva spin up into number 4. Looks like Ken Hagee, the number 18 car in Calverton, New York. Flips it up into number 4, trying to get it right, but a lot of traffic coming to his outside. When the track clears, he will draw. Catch up to the tail end of the field. Doesn't look like he has any damage for on that car. He's gonna join the end of the field here. Looks like there might have been a little contact for the number 18 to go around. That might be Craig Lutton, the 46, who had to start on the right end of the field. First time they've had caution tonight. See him with minimum yellow. We've also seen some rough and tumble event pit stop strategies. Looks like pit road is open. Here comes all the leaders making the left hand turn. Patrick Amling coming down. Everyone else behind him coming down as well. Over 20 laps on this race. They're coming down pit road. They're gonna fill up that car. Maybe change one set of tires. The number 1 team. Think they can go the rest of the distance with just 2 tires. They're not gonna take the full allotment. They take just fuel in that car. Patrick Amling not taking any tires. Matt Hirschman just staying right behind in front of them. Amling the first car down and away. Everyone else tried to get in front of out of the pit stop and avoid contact and pit rain. One of the base gainers, Tim Kopsik in a 21 car, he gained a few positions. He comes out in second. Everyone slots into their restart line here. Come down, get a set of tires if you want, all 4 tires. And one caution period, you can come down for a third time. Take those tires as well. It's the safety road at the Whelen Modified Tour. Guys, take some money as well. Restart the field here. I'll give you guys a full field rundown when they come back here. Um, right now I'm on full racing watching the NASCAR Whelen Modified Tour at Martinsville. I'm not sure if Berlin is up going on right now, but yeah, that might be full racing Berlin Raceway. I know there's a lot of racing going on tonight, but right now we're doing a race talk. Well, on this one. After this, we might do some more race talks and some races. We'll see what happens still. Stephen Kopsik, the 21 machine, right behind Patrick Emmerling, Luke Baldwin in the 7NY. Then the number 51 back there going for 3 grandfather track trophies in a row. Then Ron Silk right behind him. Justin Bonshinger's really good. He ran go karts all over the country as a kid. last 2 seasons at Martinsville won and scored pole win both races, led 258 laps, 58 of 406 laps. If he wins today, he'll become the first SUMI Tour driver to win 3 races in a row here. And if he wins today, he'll be part of the history books today. He wouldn't be the only modified driver to win 3 in a row. '51 row, he had some things to do here. Still gets the 1 to go signal. Phil begins to double up to the road to 2. Enter to see if Patrick I'm going to do right here. Both practice session, he was right there with the top 5. He was really fast and really disappointed with his 12th finish effort today. I was going to see Patrick Emily challenge him on the start. The inside goose is the place to be when you get to the corner. Here we go, getting ready for a restart here. Pitchcore into pit road, cut to the outside. Green flag is out. Patrick Emily's going to get a good jump on the restart. Patrick Emily pulls away. Bond to the inside with into the advantage. To the plate. Bob went to the challenge now. To challenge him to position number 2. Oh, they make some contact between Boblin and Popsick there. There was also contact between Emling Tower, contact between the 1 and Copsick 21. They kind of shoved Copsick about a half a car group and allowed Emling to pull away. Boblin comes to the inside. That's Luke Boblin and 7 to the bottom and rotates the spot away. Ron Silk trying to climb out of a very deep hole after a descent in the new summer Ridgeway. He finished last 22nd, and it's about deep as you can get all season to get there 15 more races to get the 4. Oh, they get a little wishy-washy with the 66, the 79, and the 3. Touching Haji to the inside of Goody. Kimmy Summermeter getting bounced around just a little bit in turn number 2. So meter the 66 come down to the racetrack once he was clear between Teddy Hodge and who knows if we want to go to the bottom. But Goody making a good move to the outside, running springtime wheel modified tour in the paperclip since 2021. Eric Goodale getting passed by the 56 now. Eric Goodale losing some momentum on the top side. Inside lane looking really good right now. Goodale gonna get passed by the 56. Goodale is in 12th right now. They're all gonna move down to the bottom lane now. 24 right behind Goodale looking to make momentum on the battle for second. Hot and heavy. Bob winning Copsick on the rate round. Copsick makes a little contact going double duty here in Martinsville Speedway. Got his first cut in the NASCAR. Oh, contact with between Bobbin and Copsick again. Copsick goes way up the racetrack and hits the wall actually. Copsick loses to a few positions now. Brian Selk moves to the inside of Bob right now. Ron Silk to the inside of Copsick, still stop by stop for position number 2. So allows Patrick Emlyn to just pull away with a 1.5-second advantage right now. Silk moves down to second. Copsick third, fourth, Justin Bossinger. Justin Bossinger to the inside of the 21. Going to be able to pull the position on keeping Copsick. Copsick has to steep pull away. Copsick's going to move back to third now. Justin Bossinger will move to third. Move Comstock back to fourth. He and Ryan still could done a magical competition. His crew chief ran this race at Martinsville, but he's really serious about winning here. The thing that happened with Smyrna, he was out in the field, not a good finish. Come back to the tour. Right now, their focus is winning races, still trouble for the rest of the contest. They'll put them in the temperature talks early in the season. Yeah, that was close with Lou. First time in number of the year. Eric Goodale raced for possession mid pack. Trevor Catalano. Goodale will make a pass to the back straightaway. It's outside of the top 10. Goodale in 11, Trevor Catalano in 12. Andrew Kraus in the mix as well in the 24 car. Hartwig in the 23. Austin Beers slowly but surely making his way to the front. Amerling, though, pulled away. Bring the field at the turn of the shoe to dominate. Foot the late started on the pull has led all of the laps so far. 57 of them. It was 1.3 seconds to the laps ago. It put to a 1.8 second advantage now. They raced hot and heavy for the runner-up position. It'll be interesting to see how hard everyone pushes it. Oh, we got one slowed. Andrew Kraus in the backstretch. Looks like it's gonna bring out the caution. He looks not to be under power. It's the caught that car back to the bedroom. And he would just in the top 10 in the back pack of traffic. A lap or so. Might have caught the outside wall, get the car to the back stretch wall pointed to which the NASCAR Cup Series garage. Stay under the green flag here though. 140 laps to go. Ameling comes out to turn number 4 and continues to lead. Battle for position. Good going by Hartwig Beers. Here comes Michael Christopher Jr. Oh! Contact and around goes Christopher Bell. Christopher, or Mike Christopher, rather. Mike Christopher Jr. Christopher not going to be happy outside of that racetrack. He gets it spun around though. Unfortunate incident for the driver at 31 there. This 10 starts going to today for Michael. He'll catch up to the tail end of the field here. He's intense, he's saying. Replay. Yeah, Catalano driving in deep there. Those two guys racing there. Looks like the 54 might have bumped them just a little bit. Coming into the corner, they were side by side. 54 right here. He cuts his nose a little bit and around goes the other car. I think there was just not that much racing room there. Looks like we're gonna have some pit stops here. A few cars coming in pit stops. Patrick Emmeling coming in pit stops for pit stops. They hit to the pit lane. Maybe some pit or tire stops coming here. A couple people take tires. Patrick Emmeling still only the last stop. Ron Silk on his pit stops. He's gonna change some tires here. Taking the right rear off that car, putting the new right rear on that tire. They take off the right front tire on Rowe Stokes' car, put a new right front on. Right, so no right rear and new right front on his tire. Patrick Emling getting a good stop. Tire changes for the 46 car of Craig Lutz down on the Wago exit pit road as well. It's about everyone taking tires. Not everyone came to pit road though. New faces toward the front. Not gonna be Patrick Emling. Gonna be mid pack. Let's see comers and goes here. They're new tires. A new American Racing. Whether he can hold on or not. Pit road has been busy. Been busy all day long. 10 pounds up in the 5 pound bag. The NASCAR RV parts. NASCAR got it wrong. They're really trying to listen on what they're doing. So everyone take fuel. Have car takes rear tires. Some drivers are thinking about doing four. See how it all works out though. Says that the tires tend to not really wear, but each side go out. We'll see if it plays right tonight. Patrick Umling showed ninth right now. Oh, we got a tire flying into the wall. Tire rolling on the track, coming off of one track, bouncing off the fairway. Looks like the right rear on Polly Hartwig, the third card. Oh man, come on, Polly. Man, no, no, Polly, no. Oh man, Polly Hartwig down for the record of the year odds for the NASCAR Win My Fun Tour. Tried to get it. You see Sparks coming to the end of that racetrack. He's missing a right rear tire. Eric quickly tripped the pace truck to number two when it came out. Car stopped for just literally. He's working his way to the pit straight. Not a good debut for Polly Hartwig. He made his way to the pit stall. Minus one tire for Polly while happening. Someone rushed the tire for sure. Did they just put the right rear tire on his car? I think that they weren't most concerned with. Oh, come on, team. Let's. Oh, they messed up the tire again. The tire's like all wobbly and shit. You can see it when he rode away. The tire just going like this. Man, looks like the tire's not tight again. Rear end coming off at 73. Bad break for Polly Hartwig. Man, they gotta stop rushing Polly Hartwig too. Man, that sucks for Polly, man. Yep. As soon as he got out of pit road, his tire came out. Looks like almost hitting the pace car. Bounces off the outside wall. He went. The tire went bouncing off. Paulie already knew he had his car stopped. Paulie's trying to get off of pit road right now to stop Paulie on the way. His dad, his mom, before his hurt in his young career. Paulie retired last year at New Smyrna Raceway. It's gonna be good. He's got a lot of talent under the wheel. So for Patrick Umling as well, commitment violation. the pit lane. He will restart unofficially 23rd. He will be one of the final cars on the lead lap. Oh, yeah. Caught the orange box just a little bit. Put entry with the right front tire. Man, that's going to put Patrick Emling in a hole here, too. Man, a lot of people I like in this modified tour having issues right now. It sucks. I don't like when people I know are having issues. The angle he got coming to pit lane, he had a weird angle. He was on an angle like this, went to pit road. The orange line is kind of like right here. He hit that with his right front and got the violation. Maybe it was a last minute decision for his pit crew. That might be why he got the violation. Probably heart rate getting on the hook. Man, sucks for Paulie. With some miscommunication on pit road, he did not have the right rear lug nuts. They said to get the lug nuts, and they were just rushing around, couldn't get the right lug nuts on. There's lines, commitment line. Could be a case of being the leader. Looks like someone's a little mad on the pit crew. They were kind of arguing with each other. Probably crew's gonna keep their composures. Make sure they take care of the 15-year-old kid. They know that the kid's gonna be good and win races. Hard to keep the emotions in check. Man, tough break for Paulie. Singing on to that steering wheel, becoming one of the first cars in this event. They were asking about the Olympics, and they kept asking him questions about the Olympics, but he had no idea because all he really knows is about racing stuff. But here we go, getting ready for our restart here. Pace car lights are off. Ron Silk into the top 10 along with Andrew Miller. Patrick Emling restart 23rd, leading so many laps. First top of the event. Commitment violation kind of lighted the team. Number one car will restart 21st. Green flag is back up in the air. Back under a lane here at Martinsville Speedway. Pulled in at the halfway mark, 27 from laps from now. Steven Kopsik get the jump on the bottom. Tyler Rankelman here in second. Pulls the old blue to the inside. He finished second in the New Smyrna Raceway. Guys like Tyler Rankelman, Master in the 60. Awesome Beers now that they're ton to shot in the top five. Fresh tire behind a lot of their leaders has yet to take tires. Penny Bone pit to number 2. Strategy thought they didn't really know what's gonna go on. They put some tires on. They don't have that option. They do brake and do right rear. No brake. Devil. Any recognition of what's gonna happen later in the race. The first one on tires. He ran in the NASCAR Cup Series. He modified on the Northeast and then down south. Third generation racer Ron Stoke goes to the inside of the third 25. So Ron Stoke gonna try to pass him for 5th. Gets it done. Now Justin Bonsinger gonna try to pass the 25 now of Bond. Bond gonna jump back a few positions now. On a commercial break real quick. But when he come back, we'll let you guys know what's going on here. Looks like Comsick is still leading. Second is Rick. Third is Hirschman. Fourth is Bonsinger. Fifth, still six. Six is some Bonsinger. Seven is Bond. Eighth is Baldwin. Ninth right now is Tommy Colano. 10th is Butch to round out your top 10 right now. They're all single file for the most part now. Ron Silk looking to the inside of the 22. Ron Silk has a lot to prove tonight to get to the chicken flag tonight. Just Bonsinger looking to pick up his third win here. Going back to the turn number 1. Some Bonsinger letting Ron Silk do all the hard work right now. Ron Silk so mature. The race car he took to a modified Ridgeway, quarter mile. Now he can run everywhere with the NASCAR modified tour. Ron Silk gaining some momentum. Kyle Bustinger back. Both of them work for match judgment for the pit spot. 1.5 seconds between. Kopsik. Then Rick Ma is second in the old blue car. Patrick Emling working his way through the field. He has a lot of work to do to get back in condition for this race, though. He got a penalty on pit road. He said that they were expecting behind him. They said caught Patrick off guard. He put 2 rear tires on this car to upset with the position. COE works out here. Patrick Emling trying to work his way through the field. So the car number 1. He restarted in 33rd. Now he's in the backup for Ryan Newman. They go back to turn number 3. Steven Kopsik in the 21. Kyle Rickma in the 3. And it's a job back to Ron Silk for the lead. Rickma battle for the lead, hot and heavy. Here comes Rickma to the inside, coming up for turn number 1. There's an contact between Kopsik and Rickma. The right front and the front machine hit it his back bumper with the right front. Hopefully that doesn't cut his tire down, but we'll see what happens here. 110 laps to go here. Laps are winding down. One of many wins here at this racetrack for the race team. Looking for another one here tonight. Boulderman team here before the tour. The tour here in 1985. Looks like Ricama is fine for now. Doesn't look like he's gonna have a tire down after hitting his tires into the back bumper of Copsic. So yeah, Robin's racing, Harry. Ricama is pretty good shoe right now. Yeah, pretty good battles. Brian Priest is also here. Martinsville in the score. Ricama getting a good run here early. Losing a little bit of ground here though. To Copsic in the first spot. Copsic car was bad, faster, saying it in qualifying. It is kind of messed up. He should have won back here in March when they broke the rear end. He had to win the championship, so he's going for tonight. His crew chief said he's the fastest tire changer on pit road. They said that they were just going to try to win everything. 37.7. 32nd at New Summer Raceway to open up this season for Ron. 37 points back. Now running in third. Trying to begin that climb out of deep part of the championship point standing. Still a long way to go. We still have 130 laps to go here. If anyone can do it, it's Ron Silk. 16 a little loose, come off the corner. Saw Ron. Good. He just trying to get to the top spot. Trying to get to Ricama. The car will go everywhere, but Ron Silk wants it. He had a really good drive off to the corner. 37 points back in the grand scheme of things. They're still finally fighting. He can gain a bunch of ground. Oh, Ron Silk looking to the inside of Ricama. Passes Ricama first. The second spot now. So Ron still gonna move up to the second spot now. Ricama gonna fall back to third. Fourth is Hirschman right now. Fifth is John Bonsinger. Then Kyle Bonsinger in sixth. Seventh is Baldwin. Eighth Bond. Ninth is Tommy Catalano. 10's good though. That's your top 10 right now. $98 laps to go here. Bond still able to take second and pull away from Ricama in third. Still about the same in the top two. Then it's Ricama further back. Baldwin to the inside of Kyle Bonsinger. 6 and 7 to make that 8 with Benny Bones working right there in the 25 car. Bond starting to close in into the 22. Bond gonna take the pick into the almost gonna take a peek to the inside, but not gonna do it this lap. Bond gonna look to the inside again. Let's see if he can pass 22 here of Kyle Bonsinger. So outside of the top 5 here for Luke in position number 6. Baldwin just 15 years of age. Klopsick up front in the front of the field. Car number 21 from Newtown, Connecticut. Looking for the new first modified tour win. He's gotten so much on and off of the racetrack. He's in the lead right now. Patrick Emling continues to climb through the field. Let's see if Klopsick can pick up his victory here in the Whelen Modified Tour. Klopsick did good in the SK Modifieds as well. Generations swing multiple times. What a success in SK Modified Tours. The crew chief is the setup guy. Now he's finding himself as a driver in this real modified tour. He's about to close in and some lap traffic here to till end of the field. Battle for fourth. Matt Hirschman making a complete focus in NASCAR Real Modified Tour. He did not run the full schedule. He ran NASCAR Real Modified Tour. Skipped the tour because he only has one car. He's focused on winning this title. Nobody better in the last decade. Lack of a title in the NASCAR Real Modified Tour. The 40 to the inside, that's a lap car. He's going to go to the bottom on the racetrack. Let Hirschman and Justin Bonsinger by. Justin Bonsinger looking to the inside of Hirschman. Justin Bonsinger going to pass him now for that fourth spot. He finished second here at Martinsville Speedway 3 times, 2008, 2022, 2024, and led several laps here last fall for Matt Hirschman. Trevor just passed Justin Bonsinger earlier in the week. They talked to his crew chief when Justin got up his car. He mentioned that he's been hard on the pit crew, wanting them to be better. He just felt like they were resting on the road. They've had so many championship wins. He lost by 8 points. So, man, that's close. Felt like everyone was a little too tight. The competition, 50 to 51. Team has been strong ever since, though. Change up front. Klopsick in second now is Ron Still's gonna. He made the pass off with the number 2, so Ron's Silk a lap and a half ago. New race leader Ron Silk. Klopsick gonna bump back to second. Ron Silk car is really, really good right now, looking fast. 10 positions gained since the restart. Ron had his hands full just a few laps ago, trying to break it between Klopsick. 3.5 seconds back. Leaders are strung out right now. About 4 colleagues on the racetrack. Break them out on roar. On challenge. The old bull. And it's Washington and Klopsick. Break them out. 4.5 seconds. To Hodge and challengers. The NASCAR Modified Tour. Former SK Modified Championship champion. And that's the crew chief on the car. Had a good run, pushing the top five. And he had everything just fall back at the end of the race. Hodgson, the race car driver, during speed weeks at New Momentum Stafford. Kid has a lot of talent. Last month, he finished in the 11th position. Mid pack has his hands full. His 14th and 15th. Eddie rode in the charge with the SK Modified Championship win. But I let it was to set the SKs. Patrick Emlin still working through the field after that penalty he had on pit road. He's starting to gain a lot of spots on his pack. He's up to Emlin up to eighth after the penalty. Car's running well. After winding down though, his friend the fastest stop of the race. That's Emily. He's running up. He's wondering if he's gonna run out of strategies here. Dude is all strung out. I think it's about to pull his spring out. If Patrick Emlin keeps going, he might be able to get back to the lead. Need some caution to close this gap. It's all about where the cautions are gonna fall. You gotta expect there's gonna be another one, two, three or cautions here. The closing 73 laps left to go. Only two cautions left. Both for minor incidents on the racetrack. Patrick Emlin clumped to the front. He clumped to. He was in 31st. He's in the top 10, running in the 8th spot right now. But still a second in the car near Ron Silk in the 16th. Oh, Stephen Kopsick having to avoid Hagee in number 3. Hagee, that lap car, lost a lot of ground. Hagee getting into Kopsick. It looks like they made a contact the lap with that lap car. Stephen Kopsick, one of those guys that haven't put tires on right now. Just running his own race. Gonna run Silk, go. Worry about his own strategy. They're just worried about himself and worry about his own race. It was about a cushion back to Brent Silk, 1.2 second lead. We're just letting Ron Silk run away with it right now. Letting Ron Silk use up his tires. If we get a lot of another caution, we'll see who comes to pit one and who stays out, and after will be another enough laps to use the fresher rubber and get to the front of the field. $67 laps to go here. Ron Silk is still in the lead, pulling away with the lead right now. 50 laps to go or less. Looks like nobody really has any tires. They ran a lap or two really slow to nothing they won. These tires, the Hoosiers they saw last year, one race in, is a American race. Your tires are constructed different than what they've seen in the past. Drivers are starting to understand these tires. They stay nice and clean. A little bit of adjustment in terms they don't really drop off like the other tires. Slight adjustments. Teams running. There wasn't a lot of fall off. Seems to be the same. Zacharias goes a lap down the 71. Wear indicators. Those tires look pretty cool actually. It's an American racer. Whelen in 22nd position. Still 1.4 seconds for Cup Series. Still now 1.1 seconds between the top two. Even Costa Richard lap traffic races in turn number 2 for runs. So we've been pretty much clean and green for the most of this event. Bouncing year and 51. Bond looking to the inside of Justin Bonsinger. Side by side. Bone gonna pass Justin Bonsinger. He's gonna move to the top 5. He started in the outside of the front row. They were talking about how he had to learn what tires he needed to take, what tires, see if he wanted to take 2 tires. The Smart Series. Now Danny Bones moving further up on the rail. Interested to see what they can do here in the caution. Danny Bones, very forward in New Jersey. The 6th starts on the tour coming into the tonight. He had a top 10 effort in the Langley Speedway. Looking to up that stat, running in the top 5. Multi-time champion. Christian Bonsinger. Car number 1 of Emily. He bypassed Kyle Bonsinger for the 7th spot just a few laps ago. So smooth right now. Silky smooth. Oh, caution's out. Ken Hagee goes around again. An 18 car. Second incident tonight. Ken Hagee off or turn number 2 this time. Incident number 1 was up for turn number 4. Just outside the lap 50 cutoff. If someone like Patrick Umlin wants to come down pit road, he might come himself in number 1 car. He's 7th right now. Ooh. Round he goes up to number 2. Maybe something broke. Might have made contact with another car. I'm not sure. Looks like he might have made contact with the 66. He might have bounced off his car, trying to get the car rolled up back up on the track. Pit road remains closed. Hagee makes his way to the pit lane. They're looking at the right front corner of that car. Wow, teams on pit road with tires on hands. 1 or 2 tires on these cars. tires per stops at the rule. The NASCAR Whelen Modified Tour. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm gonna plug in my computer real quick. For some reason, it's dying, but I thought it was plugged in. Give me 1 second. There we go. Three spins for Ken Hagan in an incident involving Michael Christopher Jr. when he got turned around at turn number one. 50 laps to go when they hit the line. Pit road is open. Looks like Ron Stoke, Copsick, Baldwin, Rickham, everyone else coming to pit road. It's gonna get interesting here. 1050 race cars. We'll see if people take tires here. Ron Stoke looks good right now. We don't don't think anyone's gonna make any changes to their car. Here we go. Ron Stoke pitting. Ron Stoke pit crew. They took off the right rear, putting a new right rear. They think they're doing rears on that car. Left and rear on that car. Left rear tire going off and on. Ron Stoke gonna roll off of his pit stop. It's tight. Everyone battling for room on pit road. Looks like Steven Kopsik is gonna come off of pit road. Then Ron Stoke, Patrick Embling, and Bobbin fourth, recommend fifth. Kopsik, who just celebrated in pit road after coming out first, it turned off the 21 pit stop 9. He just drive out straight out of his pit stop. Good pit stop for a few teams. Is going to get interesting here. Kopsik going to be in the bottom group. Ron Stoke is going to be in the bottom lane. We see if Ron Stoke will go in the bottom. And we'll see if Ron Stoke will look for a mistake of that 21. Kopsik gonna up for the second half of this night. He looked good all weekend. That's a car both the practice session. Yeah, really nice stop for the 21 of Kopsik. I think we're gonna have a restart here. Yesterday it got rained out, so that's why they're racing today. It's like 30 degrees there right now, where they practicing qualifying it yesterday. Darkness is cut in. It's about a half hour to go. Underlights here in the 46 laps shootout to settle it today. It's gonna be the storm that's coming tonight. Another Egan driver is going for the position here. Here we go. Restart. Green flag is back up in the air. Ron Silk is gonna jump to the outside. Gonna take the almost gonna take the lead, but Copsic battling in the outside. Here comes out Copsic to the inside. Gonna drive it deep, trying to maintain the spot. They made a little contact there for them, but keeps giving Copsic on run still. That's exactly what he needs to do. Copsic gonna past Ron Silk for first. Oh, contact further back with Emling. Here comes the one of Patrick Emling, fastest car of the night. Patrick Emling moves to second. Here comes Emling. Bring those fishing poles out. Luke Baldwin trying to pick up some spots. Here comes Tara Rekama. Luke Baldwin, pretty good run for him. Luke Baldwin always fast. Two-time Smart Tour champion. He lost 7th spot on the first spot. Stop. They lost one there. They kept them on the race. First side the first time. Get a hard hit in the early Auto Parts Series. To the right side of the little store. Happy to back is modified. If it isn't happening early in the NASCAR Auto Parts Series first. Bub when he's running into number 3. Oh, it just showed a hit. Driving for Kristen Hagister. Huge hit for the Bub when entry into number 3. The mechanical blows first snapped around on them outside of Timber. Oh, cars, including a championship contender, caution is out. John McKennedy in the 79 and Hodgson in the 05, bringing out the caution about 40 to go. Oh man, listen to the 05 Teddy Hodgson moving around in his race car, but the right front is bent on his car. That right front suspension's like faced this way. Good qualifying effort in Martinsville. 79 car. Most underrated car drivers. He's done so. 9 championship for McKennedy. 79. There he is. Helmet coming off. The climb out. Teddy Hodgson this got out of his car. Teddy Hodgson's car's right front springs like this way. Ooh, they got tangled up in weather car. It looks like maybe Ryan Newman got a piece of that as well. Clear out of shape that forced everyone to the bottom of the racetrack. Teddy Hodgson is active ready to give it as low as he can go. Looks like maybe Trevor Catalano with a little bit of out of shape that forced McKennedy as well as Hodgson down the racetrack. Fortunately, the former champion state is over. Man, Teddy Hodgson out of the race as well as McKennedy. The driver's really frustrated. Especially McKennedy, he's gonna get the 79. Getting pit code to the pit area. Teddy Hodgson only ran the tour 2 times per season. Championship wrong with a runner up. It's a great opportunity as well as Teddy Hodgson. Undertaker's on pit road as well with 36 left to go. Hirschman on pit road. He was running 14th. Maybe not happy with his race car. Figured it's only a few laps after he came down pit road. Still enough time to make up some spots. Running 15th at the time. When the caution flew, typical Matt, he meticulous in the approach, but also the setups and how the car feels come out pit road and beat the car to his liking. We have a long way to go to get to the top 10. Current in the 18th position in Matt Hirschman. With the 35 laps to go. Even Kupchak continues to lead. Commercial break when we get back. We'll have the restart here. Thirty-four laps to go. Martinsville Speedway. Racing Ginger is racing for racing levers 200 for caution here tonight. They're running in ninth. That's the 64 car of Awesome Beers. Some beers have pedal back. It's about 15 laps to go. Maya back in the 16th, 17th spot. Yeah, guys, if you're new here, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. Want to rush to 3,000 subscribers. Really appreciate you all hanging out for the NASCAR Whelen Modified Tour Series here at Martinsville Speedway. The second race for the NASCAR Whelen Modified Tour. Austin in the ninth position. Ron Stoke had that 1 year. Keep talking both of the races later in the year. Ryan Silk struggles at Martinsville after Will Modified Tour race finish. September 2006, he finished 20th. September 2007, he finished 12th. 2008, he finished 9th. In September 2009, finished 4th. Then June 2010, he finished 15th. April 2021, he finished 21st. Then October 2022, 11th. So yeah, Ron Silk's been struggling here at Martinsville Speedway, but we'll see if he can take over, take home the grandfather crack today. Clock, father, see if he can bring over the win. Starting the ninth row. Rear air pressure adjustment. Oh, they had that explode on the Ryan Newman's team. That's a 16. The air hose shoe came home to the 30th lap. 28 or so laps between this one and Patrick Emily the leading effort for him after the violation. Anyway, set him to prepare the field. He could take the lead here in this restart. Here we go. Restart here. Commit violation bugs was why he had a penalty. Restarted the 23rd. Game flag is out in the air. 29 laps to go. Field versus number one. Top stick inside. I'm laying a top side. Now has Luke Bowman to the bottom. Luke restart for keeping Cop stick. New Boblin. Bottom went to the inside of Emily. Boblin and equal as good as Emily. Boblin trying to pick underneath Emily. That yellow is from New York. Trying to defend Ron Silk in the 16. Emily in the black and blue. New Emily number one. Version number two. They're all hunting down Kevin Kopsick in the 21. Battle continues. Kopsick, Emily, and Luke Baldwin mid-pack for 7th and 8th. Upper side between the corner line from the lead all the way back. Pitch number 22. Side by side racing going on right now. Austin Beer is going to try to pass the 46 on the battle for 8th. Beers wanted to turn it. Oh, three wide. Couple cars out of the shape. Left Lemon and Jenny Bones in the yellow blue Toyota. Here comes Matt Hirschman in the 16th. He didn't know if he made some changes to this race. He's gonna be strong. He's trying to make up some spots. Danny Bone prior to the initial caution where everyone came down pit road. He was in the top five. He had a back pit stop and lost 5 positions in the top position. It's in front of the gaggle. Craig Lush, Ryan Newman, Matt Hirschman, cut a lot all lined up nose to tail. 23 laps to go here. Still Cup State, couple of car lengths, about a half a second between Emling in the second position. Then third is Luke Baldwin. Fourth is Ron Silk. Then fifth is just Bostinger. Eighth right now is Goodale. Ninth right now is Rickma. Eighth, Kyle Bostinger. Ninth, Beer. 10th, Tommy Catalano. 13th spot up for grabs. Zero Machine. Brian Newman, the first time he's under the wheel, trying to learn it all weekend long. Trying to get by Craig Lux in the six. He's home in the modified couple of years. Running well here tonight. Top 10 right now. He's 14th for Ryan to the tour. Probably beginning to hunt down on Craig Lutz for the spot. They actually cut up with Ryan Newman. They said what's the difference between a Martin Cup car and a modified, and he said he didn't know it's this faster. Oh, the zero wheeling the inside of Lutz. Lutz has been out of shape in the 46. Lutz is going to get passed by the zero now of Newman. Lutz might get free train here. Here comes Catalano to the inside. Oh, Newman's by. Matt Hirschman is next in line. Michael Christopher Jr. on the rebound as well. Lutz is dropping a lot of positions right now in the outside lane. 15th and 16th on the racetrack right now. The exit to number 2. Michael Christopher Jr. and Moore also in the pack. They raced each other in the SK ranks. Moore GD2. Here they are, North to tail. This is a bunch of grounds. Not good in the middle of the corner, side by side with Michael Christopher Jr. to pick up that spot. Mower having a spot of close to the top 15 spot. So outside of that mark, 15 laps are Steven Kopsik, who continues to lead in front of the field. Mid pack between or behind Miglet's Jake Baldwin in the mix as well. They're singled out about a half a lap behind Kopsik. Yeah, Kopsik is gone, man. He's looking fast. Craig or Kopsik had a good pitch strategy to this fall. Let Ron Silk by him. Now he's up front. 13 laps to go. 12 laps to go now. Laps are winding down here. Kopsik has never been to pit lane here. Oh, looks like the caution's out. Comes out for the fifth time in this event for a spin off of turn number 2. Justin Bonsinger got a piece of it, looks like. Luke Baldwin as well. Second incident of the day. Oh, Bonsinger's car is really destroyed. Justin Bonsinger broken right front, damage or suspension. Luke Baldwin also got some damage, not as much, but a pair of race car. The drivers are going to be frustrated. They both had good runs here. I think Justin to the inside of Baldwin up to number 2, racing for third. Contact was made. Ron Stick had just made past Baldwin. Got the gipper on turn number 2. Trying to throw that hole in the bottom right front of Bonsinger to left rear of Baldwin. He will not make history tonight. Dominated 2. He would not win 3 consecutive wins here. Yeah, Luke and Justin Bonsinger got together. One of the top contenders. Baldwin's still in his car. I don't think Baldwin's done, but Justin Bonsinger is definitely done. Sucks for Bonsinger. I'm gonna put both of the cars out of the event after having great nights. They're trying to Luke Baldwin's trying to explain what happened to his car and why they got together. Let me catch up with the chat real quick. Yeah, Newman is kind of a hazard right now. His car's all kinds of loose. Cup tickets going well, Boswell. Yeah, I'm surprised. Boswell out of the race. He was doing decent too. I think he was in the top 10 when that happened. That's actually surprising that Boswell got involved with the wreck. He usually isn't involved with many wrecks or wrecks that often. I think he and Luke got together. Yeah, Luke and somebody got together. It's crazy. Yeah, I just thought about there's not really any rubber buildup on these tires. Yeah, you're right. These tires, I don't like. These tires are new though. It doesn't seem like they build up rubber too much though. They don't have the marbles up on the top. Luke Baldwin's car actually doesn't look that damaged from that wreck. I'm not gonna draft the victory lane, but there's a lot of victories come to his career. Luke Baldwin's car actually doesn't look that bad. But oh, rear end issue for the 7 car. He might have blew a rear end. Six stops to go here with this one. Laps are winding down here. It's gonna be a couple under caution. Caution laps do count. Stephen Kopsick last week beats off Austin. Had some comp difficulty late race restart. A lot of pressure on that kid on the outside. Maybe I'm gonna put a little more pressure on Kopsick, two-time runner-up on the tour. Stephen Kopsick looking for win number one here on the tour. Was recently at the Thompson. That's Emily or Rogue Run. So you can. Here we go. Green flag is back up in the air. Patrick Emling in the outside lane. Good thing edge into number one, but Kopsick is short of way alone. Had an advantage. Ron Silk to the inside of Emmeling. Ron Silk's gonna pass him for second. Kopsick gonna get bumped in the back bumper of Ron Silk. Ron Silk giving him a little love tap to the back bumper. 3 laps to go. Ron Silk picking it inside, picking his nose to the inside, but not gonna do it this lap. Can't get the run he needed for Stephen Kopsick to the lead. Kopsick by a lead. Ron Silk right there in his tire tracks. In his turn, looking for the white flag this time by Ron Silk has a setup going to number 3. Little bump by Ron Silk. Ron Silk trying to dive it underneath up the back straightaway for the final time around for Stephen Kopsick. Ron Silk again gives him the bumper, but not enough. Just the line. Trevor flag is out. Let's go. Stephen Kopsick winning his first NASCAR Wheel Modified Tour win. Winning the Vern Jr. is racing letters for 200. Man, big day for Stephen Kopsick, 27 years old. Crafts his first NASCAR Wheel Modified Tour win. Comes to his 21st start. He's been on a hot streak of winning here. Picked up the spring Sizzler win last year, and now he's a winner here at Martinsville Speedway. He'll bring home the Grand Flagger chat to his house. Gotta watch out for the outside wall, but that might not matter for him. He started the car, but gets it fired back up. I'm gonna put the Emerald radio on for you guys so you guys can hear the rest of the race here. Give me 1 minute. Well, the rest of what they're gonna say. I'm a Smurf right now on blue. It's because of my TV. Man, what a win for Copstick. That's awesome. Oh, now you can see all the marbles built up on the top side. You didn't really see it when they were showing the cars though. But now that they're zoomed in on the car, you can really see the marbles up on the top side of the racetrack. Long time competitive. Yeah, he deserved that win. That's an awesome win. Run still coming out of his race turn. Not a win. A good point stay for Ron after the trouble early on in the race there in New Summer. Myrna gonna sit there and think about this one. Clean close here. Ron so close at Martinsville. Asking what he needed. Even and had really good cars. Was able to convert back to that. Go back to fifth. Really disappointed for a second, but happy for his buddy Steven. Great night for Ron Silk. Second place effort with 10 starts here at Martinsville. He falls short of the second flag after being so close so many times tonight as well.
Tyler Rook coming down here in old blue, getting ready to get unbuckled in a hard-fought battle here inside the top five, and really the battle for the lead is we'll get to talk to Ron Silk here in just a minute, but Tyler did a nice job with old blue, a former pole winner here at Martinsville, and comes home with a top five finish. So, Tyler, as you get the belts undone, tell me how it feels. A solid day for old blue.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, strong. We were strong in practice. I kind of screwed up in qualifying, and but we knew we were a top five car throughout practice, and this is how you got to start a season out. You know, have strong runs right off the bat, the second and the third. So, yeah, it's good to build some momentum. We got to keep it up and keep it going, and yeah.
You mentioned consistency. He has it here to start 2026, but of course, heartbreak for Ron Silk, who I remember you said that this was not your favorite racetrack, but you gave it all you could, Ron. What more, if anything, at the end would it take to go beat Steven tonight?
I thought our cars were pretty equally matched a lot of the race. I passed him earlier because I had tires and he didn't. I don't know. I could have probably knocked him out of the way there at the end, but I don't want to do that to him. It was a good race. Very happy for him and his team. They work really hard. They deserve it.
What kind of racing did we see tonight? We saw you and Justin getting after it. We saw all throughout the field. I mean, was this Martinsville with the modified tour?
Yeah, it is. It's tough with these new tires to get a run on somebody and pass. So when you get a run, you got to make it count. There's not much backing off, but good short track racing, and we'll go to the next one.
Congratulations on a good run.
Thank you.
Ron Silk comes home runner-up here at Martinsville.
You got to respect the wily veteran, two-time NASCAR Whelen Modified Tour champion Ron Silk. Yeah, he could have moved him out of the way, but good, hard racing, and he knew that if he couldn't pass him cleanly, no sense in creating an enemy for the rest of the season.
No, it was a very difficult battle tonight, but he ended up finishing in second. His best ever finish at the Martinsville Speedway. Let's hear from the driver who finished in fourth.
And that is Eric Cadell, who had an eventful week, and you guys changed rear ends after practice, and look at you now with a top five finish here. How would you evaluate your evening and your kind of march to the front?
You know, we kind of lucked out there with track position. Everything kind of fell our way after breaking a rear early in practice and not getting many laps of practice, and throwing down a good lap and starting up front, you know, kind of helped us maintain that track position. And we had a stout piece all weekend, so that certainly helps to stay up front. And just proud of my guys on the 58 team, and really happy with coming home with the top five. I want to say hi to my wife and kids at home, Mason, Wyatt, Carter. Wish you guys were here, but we'll be home in the morning.
Nice solid run for Eric Goodell, the 2021 winner here. The last time we were here in the spring at Martinsville for the NASCAR Whelen Modified Tour. And rounding out the top 5 is the defending champ, Austin Beers. How'd you end up with a top 5? Because, boy, it was back and forth all day with you guys.
Yeah, I'm going to have to go on flow and figure out how we got up here. But it was all my pit crew. We made great changes on the pit stop, and they gave us 11 spots. We were 17th. It came out 6th. So it's all to them. Everybody at KLM Motorsports did an amazing job. Sly did a good job dialing this thing in. We didn't qualify well. We didn't really run well, but we got a top 5, and we're proud of it.
Solid run for the defending champ, Austin Beers, here at Martinsville with a top 5.
It was a great drive, and pit stops come into play here in the NASCAR Whelen Modified Tour. They really do have a great thing going here. It's a great series. They're off now to the Thompson Motorsports Park up in Thompson, Connecticut for their next race on the calendar.
Victory Lane is about to get set up. Let's give you the full field rundown while they tend to business, and we'll hear from the race winner in a moment. Steven Kopsick walks away with the win. Ron Silk second, Tyler Ripkema third, Eric Goodell fourth, and Austin Beers fifth. Patrick Emmerling faded to sixth. It was Kyle Bonsignor in seventh, Tommy Catalano in eighth, Timmy Salamito in ninth, and Ryan Newman powered his way to a 10th place finish.
Trevor Catalano finished 11th. Matt Hirschman faded to 12th. Andrew Moeller was 13th. Craig Lutz settled for 14th. Michael Christopher Jr. finished 15th. Danny Bone was 16th, and Jack Baldwin 17th in his tour debut. Jimmy Zacharias finished 18th. Jeremy Gersner was 19th, and John Michael Chanette was 20th.
Luke Fleming finished in 21st. It was Corey Plummer in 22nd. Luke Baldwin 23rd. Justin Bonsignor 24th, and Ken Hagee was 25th. Andy Seiss was 26th. Jonathan McKennedy was 27th. Terry Hodgson was 28th. Paulie Hartwig was 29th. Andrew Krause 30th. And Dave Sapienza finished in the 31st position in the Virginia is for Racing Lovers 200.
It was a great race. These drivers really went after it, and hard racing from front to back all the way across the board. And Steven Kopsick is a first-time winner in the NASCAR Whelen Modified Tour. He's going to roll that modified down the front straightaway to the victory lane, which is at the start-finish line. The grandfather clock is on the stage, pulled by the traditional bright green and yellow John Deere tractor. It's always the case here at the Martinsville Speedway, and Steven Kopsick will park that car right on the start-finish line for arguably the most important day of his life.
And isn't that something? The first win on the tour, you get it at Martinsville, and you're able to take home an H. Clay Earls grandfather clock. What an accomplishment for that racer coming into tonight's race. Of course, he didn't just fall into it. He didn't back into it. He earned this race tonight, and it was incredible to watch him keep drivers with the likes of Ron Silk in the rearview mirror in the stretch run to the checkered flag.
He was the fastest in practice yesterday as well, so good car in the heat of the day during practice yesterday, a good car here tonight in the chilly evening hours, delayed by 24 hours because of the rains that came through Martinsville, Virginia last evening. But for Steven Kopsick and his race team, I would say it was worth the wait.
And he climbs from that car. He's got the checkered flag in hand, and he's right now in front of the grandfather clock, and he takes the big old victory lane box, puts it above his head, gives a thumbs up to the crew behind him, handshaking with every crew member on that stage, and obviously family members there to greet him as well. This is going to be a very rousing victory lane. I can't imagine the emotion that young man is feeling right now.
Oh, no, not at all. I mean, it's one thing to win any time on the NASCAR Whelen Modified Tour, such a historic NASCAR sanctioned run tour that this is. But to get your first career win and do it at the historic Martinsville Speedway, it's absolutely a great accomplishment for Steven Kopsick. And, this is going to be an emotional interview down there here in just a moment as he continues his celebration with his team.
What's amazing, Alex, is you watch how this race unfolded. It started with Patrick Emmerling dominating, had his challenges on pit road, through the cycle of pit strategies and pit stops, the tire calls, the non-tire calls, and to watch this race cycle through at just the perfect time. He bubbled up to the top of the leaderboard, flexed his muscle, but he also did a great job of keeping everybody behind him. Had he caved to the pressure, it would have been totally understandable. He had some tough customers backed up at his back door, but he was able to keep them behind them and get his first win in the process.
And go through the restarts that he had to late in the race with one of the best to ever do it in Ron Silk, pressuring him, did everything he could possibly do to get by him in the last couple of laps, and to have a veteran like like that behind him, knowing that Ron Silk is going to race you hard, but race you clean coming to the checkered flag. It's exactly what he got, and he was undaunted in that task to get this first career NASCAR Whelen Modified Tour win.
Led 96 of 200 laps tonight, and what an accomplishment that is. He has climbed from the car, and of course he's wearing the Virginia is for Lovers hat. This is the Virginia is for Racing Lovers 200 tonight at the Martinsville Speedway. We've got the NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts Series in the books. Now the Whelen Modified Tour has completed their 200 laps. We're set for 400 laps tomorrow in the Cookout 400 for the NASCAR Cup Series. Heard a moment ago from some of the drivers that will see their families tonight. It's going to be a long tow back to the Northeast. Here we are in southwestern Virginia, 24 hours delayed, and I'm sure that everybody's chomping at the bit to get back to the house, as it were. But Stephen Kopsick, I believe, is going to absorb this moment for as long as he possibly can, because he has become a first-time winner in the Whelen Modified Tour. Right now, he is holding the checkered flag. He's gotten out of the car. Let's get his thoughts with Chris Wilner.
Stephen Kopsick celebrating here in Victory Lane. The Martinsville clock is behind you. Stephen, what's going through your mind? Is the dream match, or the reality match the dream, finally getting a Modified Tour win?
It's pretty unbelievable. This is the one on the schedule. When the schedule comes out, that everyone wants to win and works hard to come and win it, and to be able to come here and do it, it's unreal. I can't thank these guys enough behind me. I said it on the Flow interview, but they're the reason we're standing here. We struggled with crew help last year, and JR and Matt and just everyone pulled a crew together and did some practice in the shop, and it paid off. All these guys, if one of them was missing, we wouldn't be here.
Walk me through the last restart. You've got Ron Silk, who was doing everything he could to get by you. Just what goes through your mind on a pressure-packed situation like that?
Obviously, try not to screw up and just do what you did previously that got you out front. And, I know we had a good car before that stop, but, the biggest thing is to try to slow everything down. It's hard when you're chasing your first win. I swear I was overcharging my corners, but I know I was. But it's all good.
Congratulations, and do you have a spot picked out for your brand new grandfather clock?
Oh, yeah, we got a spot for it in the shop.
There you go. It's going to the shop. Stephen Kopsick, first-time winner in the NASCAR Whelen Modified Tour that comes here at Martinsville.
What a drive by that young man, 28 years old, out of Newtown, Connecticut. Gets his first career NASCAR Whelen Modified Tour win. Up next, April 12th at Thompson Speedway Motorsports Park. May 2nd on the Oxford Plains Speedway to Seekonk, Riverhead, White Mountain in New Hampshire. The schedule is on. Race number 2 is in the books for the NASCAR Whelen Modified Tour. Don't forget, tomorrow, NASCAR Cup Series racing from right here at the Martinsville Speedway. The Cookout 400 NASCAR Live Race Day on the air at 2:30 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. Hope you can join us then. On behalf of Dave Moody and Chris Wilner and Mike Bagley, my name's Alex Hayden. We congratulate Stephen Kopsick. He's the winner of the Virginia is for Racing Lovers 200. Good night from Martinsville, Virginia.
Motor Racing Net.
All right, guys. Awesome win for Stephen Kopsick there. Picks up his first victory lane win at Martinsville Speedway, as well as the NASCAR Whelen Modified Tour. Picking up his first win. That's awesome for Stephen Kopsick there. Tomorrow at the Cookout 400 Clash here at Martinsville Speedway. Hopefully you guys have a good rest of your day, evening, wherever you are on the road. And my end the stream there. Appreciate you all being here. Make sure to smash the like button, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Check out some of our other content as well. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.